has volume.
Okay.
All right. Now I'll let you use it just so you can show me.
Okay.
More how to properly use it. Yes.
Ooh. Okay. So I don't use this specific one too much. I've just played with them a little bit, but this is where a lot of the power comes from, is in this thing.
Okay. What is that for?
So this is like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, this is the computer. This is it. How you're communicating to it. You can talk to it with commands, like if I do this, or that didn't work. Is this?
Oh no, it's not on. That helps.
There we go. Okay, did it work? Yeah. So if I do ls, it shows me everything that's in the directory I'm in right now.
Okay.
So it's kind of like File Explorer in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But I could copy folders. I can make new folders. I can make new files. I can write like files, text files, whatever.
Okay.
So let's see how much I can dig into this from what I remember from the from the RetroPie days when I was messing with it.
Okay.
It was running on this. In fact, if there was a way to get to this from the game console part of it.
Okay.
So like like how there was games on it, you could go to like Nintendo, and
but it was a different memory card, right?
Yeah, on the one I had, I didn't put it on the one I made you, because like why would he need the desktop?
Right. But I still have the other card though with the games.
So you can load it on there.
Okay.
Because this is actually running in the background. It's just not doing the graphical part. This is running on this system though.
All right.
So its structure will be kind of similar, but let's see, I'm trying to remember, because Windows, Linux, Unix, all these other ones, you kind of use different commands. So like ls doesn't work on Windows. To do it on Windows, you gotta, I think it's dir, like that, and it worked on there. Wow. Well, I think that's how you would do it in, and then CD would be change your directory. But I don't know if that does anything, so let's try.
CD /.
Oh, I think it did work. You see it changed to a slash right there?
I thought you put that.
See the raspberry, it says Pi at Raspberry.
Oh, yeah.
So
what is that?
So Pi is you.
Okay. What's the slash?
The at is telling you that you're on the machine, when the machine is what follows next. So it's like
I didn't say the at. I said the slash.
Well, let me get there.
Okay, my bad. I'm jumping. Okay.
So Pi, like that's the default user.
Okay.
So if you made it, like when you start a new Windows machine, like you put your name or whatever, say you want it to be Oscar, and then it's Oscar at whatever your machine's name is. So you ASUS or something, right?
Right.
So that's telling you who you are on what you are, kind of.
Right. I understand that.
And then the colon is just saying, okay, that's the end of that. Now the slash is telling you that's a directory, and that is the root directory. That's as far deep as you can go into the system.
Okay.
So if it's like an SD card and you plug it, like you plug it into the computer, you want to see what's in it. In that first folder, it says like Mount F or the F drive or something. When you double click it, that's this. If it was a SD card, but this actually has an operating system on there. So this is a place like you usually don't go to.
See, this is how dumb I am, all right?
All right.
When you start getting like into more details, like deep into it, that's where I'm like,
okay. I have a hard time explaining because I don't know it that well. I just kind of picked it up on the side. So.
Oh, okay.
So,
but I was looking at some videos online, and some of those people I don't know what they had built, but they had two of those, what do they call them?
The Raspberry Pis, or
the thing inside. The whole thing.
The actual board?
Yeah, they had two of those boards like on top of each other.
Well, like, there's little pins on the side. I forget what they're called, but you can. I think I've seen people stack a whole bunch of these and have like a server built out of them.
You can do that?
Yeah, they're very flexible. Linux in general is pretty flexible. So I did the ls command while I was in the root directory. So a directory is like a folder. So. So I was in the root. That means like you're as far down as you can go.
Right.
I can't go outside of this folder. If I go outside of this folder, it'll be in this room, because that folder is the SD card.
Okay.
So I'm into that right now. So there's a main folder. It has bin, dev, home, lost and found, MNT, proc, run. Those are all folders. And then temp, I don't know why that's a different color. I think.
Oh, I thought you had highlighted
TMP, I think that might be like it might delete on its own or something. But you see it says boot.
Yes.
So that's usually like an important one. So let's go into there if I can remember how to do that.
Do you just type that what it says right there?
Yeah, I should have to do CD to change a directory. Again, that's how I do it on Windows. I don't know. So I do / boot. Whoa. Let's see if I can get in there. See, I'm in there. So now I'm in / boot, and then the money sign tells me that I am a super user. I believe that's what that means. So you're the administrator.
Okay.
You don't have any restrictions on your user account because this is a main account. Usually computers, unless they're set up for somebody else, they're gonna probably be administrators like that.
Right.
Because you bought it, you can do whatever you want with it.
Okay.
But if you bought it and you wanted your kids to use it, you're not gonna let them be super users because they might follow a YouTube tutorial. Because when you're in here, a couple keystrokes, you can really mess up everything.
Okay, I figure that's why I clicked on there. I was like, I'm not gonna mess with that because I don't want to fuck it up.
It's pretty hard if you guess that right, but I've done it before, and there's one, especially on older. I think it was like on MS DOS. That's the old one. That Microsoft DOS, like 80s.
I wouldn't know about
late
those.
80s. Me neither. So I was just like messing with it, and whoops. And it just formats the hard drive.
Yeah, you messed it all. You couldn't do nothing with it afterwards?
It was done.
Can you recover from that?
No, back in the day that didn't exist.
But now you can.
Yeah,
now
Windows
today
10
you
can do that. I don't know about this flavor of Linux here, but the Windows 10 has Windows 10 built into it. So if you mess up anything, it can reinstall Windows as long as that hidden copy of it is okay. You can restore it.
Okay.
Which is I like because you used to have those like USB recovery media they're called, or like the CD, and you have to put it in and reinstall Windows.
The discs,
and
you mean?
Put the key code or something.
Right.
Well, now it's like everything's built into it. It has a key code built into it too, and it's hidden somewhere, and so it just re-verifies and say yep. And you just gotta put all your stuff.
How true is it about Microsoft that if you lose whatever you're working on and you didn't save it, you can still recover it? Is that true? I've seen the tutorial how to do it, but I just can't. I couldn't remember. Do you know what
it's called?
No, I can't remember. I mean, I thought you would know about that.
I don't know too much about it. I heard it's called something toy.
No, what I saw was it was actually on the Word, and then you go to File.
Oh, with file history or something. Yes.
You could do that.
Yes.
You could. Have anybody always been able to do that this whole time?
That I do not know.
Because I lost so many papers during high school when I was doing that
maybe
shit.
Probably. I know, like, obviously, like forensic scientists probably they know how to do it.
Oh,
And that's how it got out
and
to the public.
No, I think it's always been there, and now they actually just released it as a tool. They're open about it.
Oh, okay.
Even if you delete the file yourself.
Maybe I was just being a little conspiratorial right there.
But if you want to get like really into it, it's hard to get rid of information.
Oh, okay.
So like even if you like change the disk or whatever, like technically at a fundamental level, it's still there somehow. It's just whether or not.
Hold on, I think we lost video.
So it does that? It just cuts off like that?
Yeah, I mean, last time I did it, didn't cut it off.
Is it getting hot? You think?
No. Oh, it is.
Still struggling?
No, everything's good, but I lost video. So yeah, warning, temperature too high.
That's what's doing that.
Maybe because I had the flash on.
I think just recording videos.
I have to get a camera.
Hard work stuff there.
Yeah.
You don't have that little GoPro thing anymore?
It's got a scratch, like right on the
lens?
right on the lens.
Oh.
Right in the middle.
That's
I dropped it in the head. I know. My wife was telling me about that yesterday. She's like, "Where's your camera?" And I was like, "It's got a scratch, like right in the center."
Like right in the most crucial.
Well, yeah, I have been thinking, but probably I'll go get it next. But I want one for recording video, like that's for that. No, I don't want an action one. I want
Like not one to put on your helmet. One to put right there.
Yeah, one to put right there. Because that's the only place I'm going to use it.
Because even if you use like the DSLRs, I feel like those are like they're not overkill, but I feel like they're gonna the battery's gonna be drained. So can you have it plugged in while it's running? I don't know.
Then it's gonna get too hot. And
it might end up being the same problem.
Yeah.
Although it might be better because it's built for doing video, where a phone's built for doing everything it can. So it's not like tuned for video.
Right. That's what I was thinking too. Damn, I thought I was gonna be able to do, but whatever.
All right, so we're just gonna do video.
Yeah, with audio.
Are you recording this?
No, but I'm paying attention and I'll get screenshots. Okay. I'm gonna come back, listen to it. I'm gonna be doing it as I'm listening to it, and then I'll get screenshots out of it. And then
how do you get screenshots?
That's a good question. I don't know, but I'll figure it out. If I have to take them with my phone, I'll do it.
Well, let's find out if there's a way to do it.
Okay, yeah.
This is how,
right?
So I'll look at accessories. I doubt there's anything already in here. In Windows, they have a screenshot tool already in there.
There's go to preference. I saw something. Yeah, because there's a way where you can add stuff to it too.
Oh, like a store?
Yeah.
Oh, right here. Okay. What would it be called?
Searching packages.
Yeah.
Dead silence.
And I'm just waiting for that because I see that the low voltage.
Oh, it came back, huh?
Yeah, because now we're using it, so now it's pulling power that it needs. Okay. ASCII art version? No, not that. Terminal.
Bash screen information?
Oh no, screenshot information. So
tool.
That sounds like it's just gonna tell you like give you. Oh, I think it gives you a little description right here.
It might tell you where it's at.
Okay, is a handy bash script that can use one of those nifty terminal theme information, ASCII distribution logos, and every. Oh, okay, that's not what we're looking for, but I love this thing if it is what I think it is.
I'm lost.
Okay, so let's just do it. We're gonna install this package here. I think all it does is put a little fancy. Oh, okay. Oh man, what's the?
I don't know.
What's the administrator? Okay, no, I can look it up because it's a default thing. So let me see.
Maybe that's it. Default 1, 2, 3. I don't know if they make it that easy.
It's gonna be something like that. I want to say it's like.
That's what I would make my passwords like. 1, 2, 3.
Don't do that. Raspberry
authentication.
They changed the name of it. It used to be called like Raspbane or something like that, but now it's Raspberry Pi OS. To make it more like official.
Oh, and it comes with like DuckDuckGo installed on your.
Oh yeah.
On your search engine.
Yes, I got that on my phone. I actually like it quite a bit.
What are you hiding?
Admin. I don't want ads for things that I don't want it to think that I'm looking for that.
Oh, okay. I see
that's
why.
That's my biggest thing.
Okay, yeah.
Because I like to be in control of the ads where it's like.
You know what you should do? Just look for videos of puppies and talk about puppies. It only give you that.
I like the gadgets and stuff. So I'll usually click on those, and sometimes there'll be something interesting, and I click on it. I'm like, oh crap, because now they're like, oh, he wants this, and they keep like spamming those ads, like horribly. So, like if I see like, okay, so if I see like an alcohol ad or whatever, I don't want to keep seeing those, but I'm interested in it. Like, what the heck is this? Like, I'm not too interested in buying it, but I want to know what it is. So I'll like, okay, try to remember the spelling, and then go into that and then type it in there and then, okay, oh, it's Curaçao liquor. Oh, that's why it's blue.
All right.
Okay.
And then
cool.
you don't want to be looking at that all week long.
Yeah, because like when I first started using Instagram, it was just alcohol commercial ads all the time. It was like, bro, I'm not.
Is that what you were looking for though?
No, it just comes because like, oh, you're of age and you're male and we don't have any other data on you, so alcohol.
Oh, that's what it was doing?
Yeah, or like.
So it was going off of your age then.
I know that's how Pandora was doing it because I have. As soon as I updated the information on there, like that you're male or whatever, then all of a sudden it was like eHarmony or like
all kinds of stupid shit,
Hinge, and stuff like that. I was like,
I thought you were a lonely fellow. That's what it was.
I was like, I'm about to go put my gender as a female on there just to see what it changes to.
Yeah, probably get to give you a bunch of Tinder.
Huh.
OnlyFans. Sign up for your OnlyFans.
Okay, you can add the default user's bro. What a I know obviously who the user is. What's the password?
The pie. What if you just type pie?
Sudo
pie 123.
It's telling me how to change it, but it'd be nice to know what it was in the first place.
No information.
Default password, man. If I type that, if I can find the backspace. And this is how I figure out stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I just go and I ran into a wall, and then okay, now I'm have to go down another path to figure out the answer to that. What is the default?
See, but this is your interest. This is what you're into.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff that I find out is because I hear them.
Okay.
And then I just repeat them.
Right.
Right. And for me to jump into like the way you're doing it right now, like, oh, you came into this wall and now you're researching what the next step is, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me to do that, I have to really, really, really be interested into it. I'm interested in this, but not as much as you are into it, because I'm interested in the end product when it's ready to use.
You want the results already.
Yeah.
And no, I'll tell you, like, once you start getting a hang of things, then it gets fun.
Yeah.
At the beginning, it's just intimidating. Like, I don't even remember what letter I typed right there. It's a dot. Obviously, it's not a dot. So the password should be raspberry. Now, it all depends on whether or not I can type this right. So let's do raspberry.
It might have worked. No. Raspberry 1, 2, 3. I'm telling you, it's 1, 2, 3.
No, I didn't want to go back. What is... So is cap locks on by any chance? No.
Yeah, no. Damn it, I fucked up again. I left the fucking memory card that only had 1 hour. Shit.
On what?
On the fucking... on the roadcaster.
It tells you how much time you got?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, that's pretty useful.
Yeah. I forgot about it. Okay. We'll work with it. It was 1, 2, 3, right? I told you.
No, I put raspberry, so I guess I misspelled it like 4 times.
Oh, okay. You know how to spell. Sorry.
No, I don't.
It happens. What do you think that is, dog? I'm still confused.
Okay, the package thing?
Yeah.
I think it's going to do something to the terminal, which is that text thing I was playing with earlier, right? It's called terminal or command prompt or bash, I guess. Okay. All it's going to do is probably going to add one command that I type, and it does like a cool graphic out of text art.
Oh.
That flexes what system you're using. That's it.
Oh, okay.
But like that's like the thing you do, like if you're on Reddit and you're like, oh, I built this. This is not much, but this is my computer. Like this is my bay, right? And then you have that open in the screenshot, and it's kind of like, oh, that has all your information. Oh yeah, that's.
Do you know what bay stands for?
I don't.
It's before. Fuck! I knew. Now I got to look it up.
Hold on. Your phone's up there.
Yeah, let me bring my phone. We don't even need it. I don't even need it down here. All right. I knew this. Fuck, that's what I was going to tell you, but shit.
Has anyone ever got pronunciation of Elon Musk kid yet?
Yeah, we talked about it.
I didn't know how you pronounce it, but
I'll tell you.
I heard it was like Musk said one thing and
he actually talked about it on the Joe Rogan podcast. Yeah. He said it. What it meant. God damn, hold on. First let's find out Bay. Urban Dictionary. Okay. It's an acronym for before anyone else. Before anyone else. That's what BAE stands for.
So then how would you use it? Is that really just an acronym? Like you...
Yeah.
They're using it in the same context, though, of like as babe?
Yeah, I guess, because before anyone else. That's your babe before anyone else. Then, but the other one wasn't your babe.
Oh, not like time before, like, oh, she comes before anybody else.
I guess that's what I was
like,
saying.
Well, what if you get a new babe?
You broke it down for me right now. I was thinking the same thing you were thinking. Yeah, but that makes more sense.
I started overheating.
Right?
So maybe I didn't put this in right, and it's busted right now. I don't know what's going on.
Does it usually take this long to do that?
No, usually the stuff on Linux installs really quick.
Could it be the internet? Because we do have only one.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Okay, I got something better. Hold on. Don't do anything.
Okay.
Come on. There we go. I'm turning the disconnect from the.
Is it on here already?
It should be.
I just.
God damn it.
Okay, wait. Things are popping up.
There, it's already.
Okay, I did it on its. Oh, wait. What's going on? Okay, it's searching. No, do not want. Okay, we're good. Okay, now we're getting the voltage.
It's moving. It's going.
So now I had clicked this already and it stopped. So
can you do the Control Alt Delete in this thing?
That is a Windows thing, but you can do that here. I just don't know how. Yeah, I have no idea. You can kill things manually. You can type something to see what's running, and then you can just type like the kill command.
I kill you?
I doubt it's kill. Well, I need to know what's running.
Right. Okay.
I don't know what it's called.
I thought. See, for the longest, I always thought it was just Windows was the only one out there.
Right? Because you don't even think about it.
It's it's the more
popular,
accessible and popular. This is a little more complicated. Maybe
it is complicated.
Maybe if it was as popular as Microsoft, maybe it wouldn't be.
It's getting there. I mean, I don't want to say it's. I mean, Linux is a small drop in the bucket compared to Mac and Microsoft's like footprint, but Linux is very appealing because you're pretty free to do.
It's open.
Yeah, you can change how things look. You don't have to ask Microsoft to, hey, can you make this so that we can change the color of the little bar at the bottom?
You can't do that on Microsoft?
You can now, but like back in the back, it was just like that gray or blue. Like on Windows XP, I mean, you could change your theme, but it was like pretty limited and usually would just waste resources, like more memory and stuff. So I might have, is it responding?
Oh, there it goes.
No. So I don't know if maybe the password's not even.
What do you mean?
What I thought it was.
But it went through though. It was already.
I don't know if that was like I don't think it went through because it said waiting for authentication. That could mean like waiting for the password to be right.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I don't know if maybe. I guess now is another project. We're gonna figure out something right now. Let's find a. Oh, this one has web browser. It doesn't have the DuckDuckGo in there already. That
browser has the DuckDuckGo already in there.
This one is?
Yeah. Watch, you'll see. Look at the search bar once it comes up.
Okay.
See that?
Okay, so how should I look for this? Should I say list running? I guess I'll start by typing Linux. List running or kill. Maybe I should look for how we kill them first. Kill.
See, that's the name I can't remember. Linux.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot the story of how that came up. It had something to do with AT&T and some other big shots back in the day. There was like an operating system that was like at a college, like a big prestigious college, and it was like computers were big. Like they're not at your house big.
Right.
They're at a university, and they're the only ones that got them big.
What year are we talking about?
I don't know, but if I'm gonna guess, somewhere in the 70s.
Okay.
Or maybe 80s. We'll just say like
late 80s, early 70s.
A computer was still someone who did your taxes.
Okay.
Yeah. So some guy had it. He worked on it. He wanted to like have one at home. Maybe it was later because maybe he needed a computer at home to even think about doing this. But he wanted to play with the system at home, but not have to have $1 million equipment or whatever, or have all whatever legal issues that would come out. I don't really remember the story, but so he kind of like invented his own based off of that one, and it was open source, and I think that's what they call the Linux kernel, the most fundamental part of it, the little kernel, like the ember that's burning.
Okay, yeah.
So Linux kill program.
Now, I don't know if I've asked you this before. Can you build like a gaming computer off of that?
Off Linux?
Yeah.
Yes, they're getting there. It's the only thing you can, but the only thing holding it back is like drivers. Just being able to communicate to the hardware, because you can put like, I have Linux on my computer at home.
Mm-hmm.
So that computer can game. So it should be able to game regardless of whatever operating system it's on, within the limitations of the operating system. So to clarify, like all your hardware has to communicate to the operating system. That's what the operating system is doing.
Okay.
It has to figure out how to use a camera. Like your phone, that's what it's doing. It's how to use a camera. You plugged in the USB to your computer. Your computer is like, okay, what is this? Because you could be plugging in your phone, you could be plugging in a thumb drive, you could be plugging in anything. It's a USB. Like anything with a USB, you can plug in there. So it has this. Is it a mouse? Is it a keyboard? So it communicates with the device, tries to figure out how to use it, and then, okay, I got it. It uses this. And they're called drivers, like the software that helps it communicate. And I imagine they're complicated to write. You know, like, so if you make a graphics card, that's already a complicated thing, and you make it, okay, it works on Windows, cool, that's all you need it to do. As like you're the manufacturer. So would you like pay to have someone start over and do that whole thing again, but for Mac?
Okay, and that's what Apple did?
No, that's why gaming on Mac's not reliable or like really a thing.
Oh, okay.
Because that's not really the demographic. Like people, I guess the stigma is like, oh, Macs are like for like you're gonna do video editing.
Okay.
You know, you can do high quality like video production or music and stuff like that. It's not for gaming.
Not for gaming.
Gaming's something you do because you're a sweaty nerd and you have your Microsoft computer and you want to play games on the side.
Right.
Like that's a stigma. So for Linux, I guess the stigma would be like, oh, you're some sweaty hacker.
Yeah, a sweaty hacker making over $500,000 a year, right?
Or in your grandma's basement or something.
Just playing Fortnite.
Playing Fortnite and mining Bitcoin.
Right? What do you know about Bitcoin?
That's a complicated thing.
Do you understand it, or?
Probably in the most least way of understanding it.
Okay, because I don't know shit about it other than it's money. That it turns into money, I should say.
Money.
Electronic money.
But I think the most like fundamental part about it is that it doesn't rely on a bank system to say, like, you have to trust the bank to, like, if you look at your bank account, are you keeping track of what's in there?
Right. They do.
You look at it and then whatever it says, okay, that's what's there. Mm-hmm. You're trusting the bank. How do they know how much money you got? How come they could have took $1,000 from you? You wouldn't know if you know?
Right. Yeah.
Over the year, they might be.
No, I know they've taken shit from me. I know I have because I fought it when I got in it back. Yeah.
Stuff like that. So,
but why doesn't?
So with the Bitcoin, it does like this math. It does some math magic here.
So you have to be a math whiz.
No.
And yes.
I tried looking into it. It confused me. I think because I got bored of it pretty quick.
Okay.
But it's interesting how it works. It does this. It uses this thing called a ledger, or a blockchain, or something like that.
I've heard that blockchain. I don't know what that is.
So basically, it's like if you have a room of 10 people.
Okay.
And everybody's keeping. Like, say we're playing poker, right?
Okay.
We have 10 people at this table. Okay, so we all got 10 chips or whatever. If someone somehow ends up with 20, everyone's gonna catch it. How did you get 20? Right, because we're all keeping track, right?
Right.
So it's kind of like that, but on a huge scale. So
wait, where'd the 20 come from? If everybody had 10?
Because Bitcoin is digital, so you can just say, "Oh, I have 100 Bitcoin."
So can I just go out and say I have 100 Bitcoins?
Yeah.
But how do I make those Bitcoins? That's how
people have to believe you, and no one's going to believe you because you don't actually have those Bitcoin.
So
in order to have the Bitcoin, you actually have to have them.
But I have to make them up.
You have to earn them, or someone has to give them to you.
But they're not real, though.
They're not a physical thing.
Okay.
But neither are words.
Neither.
But people can say some mean things.
I wanted to add to it, but I can't. Okay, go on.
So, like, people say mean words, and they hurt people, but you never did anything physically to them, right?
Right.
So, with the Bitcoin, it's kind of like you're awarded a Bitcoin for doing the work of maintaining Bitcoin, kind of. So that's what the miners are doing. They're trying to solve the hash functions as quick as possible. The first one to do it calls, "Hey, I did it." It gets checked. Yes, you're the first one to do it. You are awarded some small fraction of a Bitcoin, and you're doing this like crazy, as fast as whoever. That's why you gotta have the big beefy graphic card computers to do it. The first one to do it gets it.
Wait, you're literally like mining, technically saying like mining,
a digital sense.
Yeah, in a digital sense. That's what I mean, though.
But you're mining with your pickaxe and you're playing Minecraft. But I know it breaks your brain like thinking about it because like
I'm confused.
Okay,
now.
say we're playing Monopoly, right?
But what am I mining for?
You're solving the encryptions for the transactions. So like,
but that's just watching your money though. Is that just watching your Bitcoins, or is that earning Bitcoin?
You're earning Bitcoins. Like, say I wanted to pay you for like you helped me build something at my house. Okay. Right? Because construction stuff, and I don't.
Not so much, but yeah, go on.
So like, hey, can you build me this weight rack?
Okay.
Like, out of 2x4s and stuff, right? So I'll give you. I don't know how much a Bitcoin is. I think a Bitcoin is a lot, but say I pay you 1 Bitcoin.
Okay.
Okay, so that goes through a complicated process of like, again, I don't know if encryption is the right word to use, but basically some math problems or some code is presented and someone has to decode it for it to be unencrypted or something like that. And then whoever does it first gets a small percentage of a Bitcoin, or it's like awarded by everybody. Like,
I'm lost.
So like it's like, okay, you did the work for me, like the transaction fee, but instead of like me paying for the transaction fee or you, everybody just agrees, hey, this computer did the work for that transaction and is now rewarded a Bitcoin for doing that work. So now they got paid for doing the work and everybody agrees on it, type of thing.
Okay, but how do they turn it into real money?
Because
that's another encryption?
No, everybody agrees it has value.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty much like gold. What is gold? If you had a gold bar, that's money, but
it's gold.
But like, who cares? It's like a metal.
We all do though.
If you gave it to like a caveman, it's just a shiny bar. Like, it looks cool.
He's not gonna know what to do with it.
If you showed him like the car versus the gold bar, he would think the car's worth more.
The caveman.
Okay. He would be like, what is that?
It's a space machine.
If you gave him a trampoline, he'd probably be like amazed, and you see the car and be like, that looks kind of like a rock, but it's on
wheels.
Whatever a wheel is, it's on them, right?
Right.
But this trampoline goes hard, bro. Like, let me get that.
I can jump on that.
You can keep your yellow rock, right?
Right.
It's so kind of value. Like, money is just whatever everybody agrees it's worth, kind of.
Would you make the same argument for the dollar?
Yes.
Same thing, right?
Yeah. And there's arguments.
But we have the physical thing that you're speaking of, which is the gold.
Or do we?
Well, that's what we think for the longest.
Yeah,
right. That's another question, right?
But say, okay, well, even if you have a physical dollar, it's printed something you made, and the government's printing more, it's the same thing.
But apparently they've stolen money from Europe, right? Like recently. I mean, gold.
Maybe, who knows? But like
that's why Trump sent a lot of the troops to Europe, supposedly.
I have not heard anything about this.
I just heard it on another podcast. They do say a lot of wacky shit, though.
Okay, so we don't know.
But I'm not claiming it to be true. I'm just saying what I heard.
It's fun to entertain.
Yeah.
But basically, back to the Bitcoin thing. If everybody's keeping track with this ledger,
okay,
right? And whoever does it first, and everybody agrees, yes, that one did it. For like, say, we both solved the problem at the same time, and I did it like just a little bit quicker. But yours got to people a little bit sooner, and like 10 people say, okay, yeah, this guy's got it, even though I did it by a little bit earlier. Somewhere the majority decides this one did it. We all agree. So they get a point. It's like points.
Which is the Bitcoin.
Which is Bitcoin. So you did the work and it's not easy work. You got to just pretty much kind of guess. You're just throwing numbers at this machine until you get it right. And so the faster machine, you got to waste electricity to do it. So you're rewarded for it.
You know who gets paid who's laundering their money like that through Bitcoin?
Probably a lot of people.
The cartels.
Oh, probably.
For sure they're laundering their money.
Because I hear it's untraceable.
Yeah.
Or it can be. Because I know ransomware does that.
What?
Like if it doesn't really concern like if you're running on a little Raspberry Pi, but like say you're a business and you have actual computer servers,
okay, and
someone attacked you through email. They sent you a fishy email and there was a link somewhere and you opened it and it actually put a remote Trojan into your computer and encrypts your hard drive, so you can't use it. You turn it on, it just has this like hacker looking screen. It says pay 1,000 Bitcoin to this wallet address, or you will never get your hard drive back.
Can't I just toss it away?
Yeah, but not if you're a corporation who has everybody's
all
files,
information,
social security, because the hacker might have it and they have the key to unencrypt it and they can look in at the data all they want.
Is that how Equinox fucked up? Or
yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So some Russian has our information out there right now.
Probably Americans have it. Some shady people,
right?
You'd be surprised. It could be your neighbor. They go on the black market and just go on the dark web and buy people's identities.
Do you worry about that shit?
A little bit, yeah. Because it's there's a lot I don't know how easy it is from what I've seen it for people doing it. You go on there and you can shop for identities.
How do you get into the dark web?
I have no idea.
I thought you would know.
Or if I did, I wouldn't pretend I knew.
Right? All right. Is that what we're doing right here?
Yes.
All right.
But I guess the first step would be asking that question.
How do you get there?
Yeah, how do you get there?
It's like is it like a program that they got to go through?
I know there's a program involved at some point. I don't know if it's like necessary always. I don't know if it's like encrypted and only this program can unencrypt it and get access to it, and then you spy things with Bitcoin. I don't really know. That's a whole genre. I'm not.
Apparently, you can buy body parts there too, right?
Yeah. So if you ever need a kidney,
you know where to go.
And the American inflation rate for the medical stuff here is a little bit high. So you might have it better buying one off the cartel.
That's just scary. What kind of piece of shit, though? Just to go pick somebody up just because you need it and take his kidney out. I need it.
Because it's money.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, anything to make a buck for them, right?
Yeah. He's like, like grow cattle or grow people.
So that's why I think about that, too, when people say, oh, they're trying to control everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really think so, because the more people they have,
is the harder it is to control. What you got to do is get people to just maintain themselves and be dumb enough not to poke their nose in too much so you can do what you want. I think that's what's going on.
Give them sugar.
Give them sugar so that they're happy, and don't bug them too much. You're not trying to brain control everybody, but you don't want them You want them to be like the sheep.
Right.
You know, you take care of your sheep, but you want them following you.
Yeah. Don't wear your mask.
You don't wear your mask. Yeah, there you go. Have you seen that? Have you seen that video of that chick, bro?
Yeah.
Like I think it was like in Hollywood or something, bro.
It was no. I don't know if we're talking about the same one.
She was like licking the window. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, oh man, that shit was all over Twitter. Bro, they called it "I Am Legend." Yeah, that's what they called it.
That's what people were saying. Black Ops, like zombies and stuff. I
think I got a video. Let me pull it up.
Oh wait, can I do it like that? No, I can't.
Ooh, whoa.
She like ran into the window.
Yeah. She's going fucking like a psychopath.
Like, man. I don't like wearing the mask, but mainly because I hate remembering to carry it with me.
You know what I did? When was it? Thursday. Was it Thursday? I think. Oh yeah, it was Thursday. I went to Food Release like at night. I walked in right. I'm walking in all cool, and then I'm all the way to the back. All the way. Like, nobody told me anything. I wasn't wearing my mask. And I kept seeing people look at me, and I was like, okay, well, whatever. I'm just minding my business, doing what I'm doing.
You should have just walked in with the MAGA hat, dude. Like,
I know, huh? Might as well. I would have gotten kicked out. And so what I did when I finally realized that I didn't have a mask, I was like, oh, shit, I don't have a mask.
Bro, like, I can just imagine, like, when it hits you.
Like, yeah, because everybody has it.
There's something weird. Like, I'm still not used to, like, needing to bring my own bag to the store.
Oh, you're still doing that?
Like, you know how they don't
I thought
give
they were supposed to give you free bags now.
Are they?
I mean, for a while they were doing it, but this week, so far this week, I have not gotten a single free bag. They've been charging me.
Yeah, like 10 cents for a stupid thick plastic bag.
But they were giving the free ones. They were giving those shitty ones. The ones that stretch out when you put weight on it. It just every step you go, it stretches out. Next thing you know, it's dragging on the floor. I think it installed.
Okay, so I just found there should be. So this one has like a control delete thing. Here it is.
Oh, okay.
So S code tells you I'm using 4% of the CPU. That's your memory. Cool.
Is that a lot for what I need it?
What do you mean?
Like, is that a lot of memory on my computer?
No,
because I don't know. I keep seeing 8 gigabytes, 8 RAM gigabytes.
The more, the better. It's always the bigger, the better. So if you're gonna play games, you're gonna want to shoot for at least 16.
At least gigabytes. Okay. So
you want
if I give you a bigger memory card, you can add the programming and.
Not with this one because.
What do I need to?
Okay, so a little interesting thing here.
Okay.
We're switching topics now.
Oh shit, we ran out of
memory.
We got 13 minutes. Okay, go on.
Okay, so the processor on this Raspberry Pi is 32-bit, which means it can only access 4 gigabytes of RAM, I believe. I think that's the number. That's the cutoff. We moved to 64-bit a while back. Oh, actually, a while back. And that let us get a crazy number that we probably won't reach for like unnecessarily amount of time. I mean, I don't know for sure because that's what everyone always thinks. Oh yeah, that's enough, and then it's not.
Right.
So, but
2 more years later down the line.
Yeah,
right?
But I mean, it's like a crazy number of like I think it's beyond terabytes of RAM. And we're still in like, oh, you have 16 gigs of RAM. That's pretty cool. Like that's a lot.
That's a lot. Okay.
And 32 is like, what do you need that for? And some people 64, and they just like wasting money. But they have.
I think that's what that is. Wasting money?
I think it's a flex. Like you just like you got the big truck.
So the big.
Yeah, so you got 64 gigs of
little
RAM.
dick syndrome.
I mean that, or they're flexing, or they're doing some crazy editing or something. I don't know on their computer. So the new Raspberry Pi 4 is 64-bit, and they made the new operating systems be able to handle that. So this one, no matter what you do, you're stuck on that.
So limited.
And the RAM is actually built onto the Pi.
What's the RAM on this one?
It looks like just under 1 gig.
Where are you looking at?
Right here. 926 megabytes. Oh no, that says used. No, yeah, of. So we're using 45 megabytes.
Okay, so the more I use it, the higher the number's gonna get, or the more shit I put into it, the higher the number's gonna get.
It doesn't matter how much stuff you have into it. It's more like what's running, what's being used at the moment. It's like short-term memory.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
how much are you multitasking? I guess it would be.
Okay, so if I got a bunch of tabs, a bunch of windows open, then
it's kind of like you're driving, you're eating, and you're listening
texting.
to a podcast, and you're texting. Okay. Your brain can't handle that.
Right,
you're
right. It's too much.
Sure.
Yeah,
and especially
sure.
if you're on a motorcycle.
Right.
And you just like, what are you doing?
Right. Lifting your helmet up at the same time while you take a bite.
Mm-hmm. It blows lettuce in your face. Okay, so I'm trying to find what this is called so I can kill it. Did you want to throw another SD card in there or anything like that?
I got the one that comes with it. Yeah. Well, let me throw the other one in
I
there.
try to find out.
Yeah, go for it. Let me.
What this is even called, because they have like weird names. So you could just hot swap cards like that?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Once I'll get the audio out of here and then
grind through it.
Yeah. I'll still make the video, but I'll just put the fucking logo on it. Whatever. It don't matter.
I mean, we didn't really get on topic. We never stayed on topic. So if you wanted to start from here,
that's fine. I'll carry it. Yeah, no, I'll get rid of like the silent moments. Okay. Only because we don't have video, so it's a lot easier to do it that way.
Okay. Well, I'm still trying to close this. I might just do a reboot because.
Do it.
See it? Okay. Oh, there it goes. Woo. Okay.
What was that square?
Oh, I wasn't clicking it. That's where the cursor is at.
Oh, okay.
See, I'm used to going down here. I'm like, where's the freaking bar?
Well, I thought that's where you had left it. That's what I left. That's why I left it there. I was like, maybe that's where he likes it. I'm gonna see if I can get. Yeah,
that's how it is.
Okay.
I think they do that to
on
be
purpose.
Different.
Okay.
To be different.
As long as they don't put it on the side.
Some of them do have. I actually like it on the side. It feels pretty cool over there.
I was just trying to be funny, but okay.
As long as it's not on this side, that would destroy me. Like I would never be able to find it.
You don't think so? Well, maybe because of the way the screen is
always
facing.
Like down there. Like I would just be like, "Where's my shit?" And it's over here. I want to go back to that package thing because I want to know if that package.
Preference.
Okay. Add and remove software. I want that. Okay, so I said screen.
Yeah, screen.
Come on.
GNOME desktop? What is that?
GNOME? That's like kind of what makes the desktop. Like it puts this bar here. It lets us interact with stuff here. I think it's Genome or GNOME or something like that.
No.
I
would have thought it was GNOME.
Yeah, GNOME. I think that's actually how you say it, but for whatever reason. Desktop splash.
Really slick screensaver.
Where is that thing? Something tool, right?
Boom. There you go.
I don't see it.
Screen down there, down.
This one?
Tool, display, no, keystroke.
This is the one I was trying to do, though.
Oh, yeah, bash. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And then cross-platform tool for getting screenshots.
That's what we need.
I'm going to say okay. Okay, here we go.
Raspberry. Pi 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, D.
Star.
Oh, you wrote it wrong.
So maybe it's not that anymore.
Is there any other way to figure it out?
No. See, Linux is pretty good with that kind of stuff. So maybe I got the wrong version. Raspberry Pi. OS.
Why did they name it OS? Just to copy Mac?
Oh no, OS stands for operating system.
Oh shit! I thought it was. I thought it was an Apple thing.
No, Apple's just being edgy. It's like does everybody call it a phone because iPhone calls theirs an iPhone? You know, they have the word phone in it.
Yeah, so they.
I think it's just because their popularity and they have like really loyal fan base. So.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah. Plus, they actually call it OS, but there's iOS is also Apple. Windows is an operating system. Linux is OS. Android is OS.
Default user is Pi.
And the password is Raspberry.
You can add user and change each user password. Yeah, that's the password, okay, Raspberry.
Do you want to try to type it? Maybe it's me. Yeah, you see, you gotta like double check. Huh?
Yeah.
I think you should title this like "We Struggle to Spell Raspberry."
Oh man, I was about to say, yeah, you did.
I don't know what's going on here.
Password updated successfully. If your user has sudo permission, you can change password with PSD sudo password Bob will allow Bob.
We could try that.
Sudo or password? It's pass WD.
So we're gonna put the slash. We're gonna do sudo, and then pass was PASSWD. New password. Oh shit! What should the new password be?
Make it simple. I'm telling you.
What do you
Raspberry 123? No, I'm just kidding. Something hard but simple. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I want to know if I put raspberry.
It's not writing.
It's not showing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What if you don't spell it right again? Then we're fucked.
Retype new password. Well, then now it's misspelled.
There you go.
and then we'll get it right.
And that'll be the right spelling from now on.
Okay.
Right? Successful.
So okay. we have sudo rights.
Okay, now type raspberry.
Okay, so something's up with it itself. So there's another way to do things on Linux, and it's kind of the fun, cool way.
That you can always go around it?
Yeah, that's kind of like what I like. This authentication thing, maybe that's busted. I don't know. So that it had an option. I right clicked it, and it said go to website.
Which you brought here.
So yeah, so this is the GitHub.
Is this like an open source thing? Because I remember seeing that word for the...
Yeah, I think Microsoft just bought it not too long ago.
Oh.
Bought it off of themselves, I guess. But it's like a place where you can post, I guess, a software type of thing.
Kind of like Instagram for softwares?
Yeah. You kind of like look for things. And this is where you post like, oh, this is how you do it.
But it could also be wrong, can it?
Well, these are by the people that make it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like people put it up, like just like you could put something up there.
I could, but you have to get like verified, I believe. Like if you made a tool, someone made a tool to, I don't know.
Git describe money foo.
Oh, here we go. Okay,
money foo.
You can get the or build license. How do I install?
Install prefix in Linux distro.
So maybe
settings.
Screen grab. Oh, maybe I'm on the screen grab one. I don't even know which one I was doing. Screen grab.
Is that just pictures or?
I think it'll copy whatever's on the screen. I think that's what it's doing.
Just like a screenshot, just like an image.
Yeah. So
not a video.
Not a video.
Oh, okay.
So to build screen grab from sources, use these commands. So I don't know what I would type there. Build options. You can use some or all of the parameters to customize your build. I have no idea what any of this is.
Is this like coding? It is coding, right?
Kind of. You're not. It's not really. You're not doing the coding, but you're doing commands and stuff. You're talking to the system to tell it what to do.
And that's what people used to do with MySpace, right? That was coding. Or was that coding?
Technically, I would call that coding because it was HTML. That was hypertext markup language, and that was like a website code.
I remember that they used to be easy for me to do all that.
Yeah, back in the day, it was
suck.
It was pretty. A lot of it was confusing, but you would look for like they were inside those little alligators.
Yeah.
And then like you could say, oh, it says comments. Like it was pretty easy to like deduce that.
Just copy and paste.
And then when you download one that installs automatically, or you copy paste, and it has that watermark, you could go in there and take the watermark out by finding that text in there, like Control F, find it,
and pull it out.
It says, find from coolmyspacewallpapers.com. That's ugly. Let me see if I can. And you find it in there, and you take it out, and it's not there anymore.
See the removing the watermark, I didn't know shit about that.
That's because one of them was like, I had this like really cool one, but it had like this kind of girly, glittery watermark.
And you wanted to take that out?
I was like, man, is this profile for like a chick? But like it's hard, bro. Like I have to. It has like purple and like neon colors. Like I have to have this, but I don't want the glitter sparkle. So
get rid of it.
I was like, let me get rid of that. I know there's a way because I knew somehow putting that information there got everything there.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, what do I got to do?
Oh, crap. Hold on.
I think I have no clue how to do this. Well, this might be outside of my realm because I'm not sure if the Pi could do that, although it is showing up on here.
What is that fancy screenshot composer?
Okay, I'll look at that one next. I'm thinking this one's gonna be easy, so I want to try the
easy one.
Yeah, to see like if I even know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah. Because all it's gonna do is do some ASCII art for your terminal. Usually it should just go. Oh yeah. Let me see that.
Screen fetch. Download.
Arch Linux, Chrome, Fedora, FreeBSD. What?
Do you just copy and paste that and then it'll be like you downloaded it or something? I don't know.
Yeah. So
I'm using dumb terms. So
no. I that's pretty much how I understand it.
Okay.
Let's see if this works. So I believe the Raspberry Pi OS is this one. It's based off of this. Debian?
I
have no idea how to say it, but Debian. I like to say Debian. It sounds cool.
Okay,
Debian. But clearly that I is before the A, so it's probably not that, but it sounds hard, so I'm going to say it like that. Like there's Ubuntu and this, and there's all kinds of different flavors that come out of it. But basically underneath everything is still this.
Okay.
Right, so I'm going to just copy this and we'll see what happens. Oh. Come on, Cole. No. Come on. Okay, remember that I'm missing an H.
Why is it so hard?
Yeah, I want to be. Oh, gosh, that doesn't work. How do I? Is it Control-Shift-V? Yes.
Control-Shift-Z. That's paste?
V.
Oh, V?
Because Control-V used to be something else.
Oh, okay.
And...
Fetch. You got...
Okay, so I put the H, so...
Should do it.
I don't know if it might need a sudo in the front, but we'll see. Could not open permission denied. Okay, so I think we do need a sudo in front of it. You know what, let me cheat because I'm lazy. If I hit up, it brings the last thing I typed. Then I'll go back here and put sudo, which stands for super user do.
Super user do. Okay.
Yeah, so you're basically saying like I have the authority to do this and I'm going to do it. So here we go. There it goes. Done. So I told it. So it has like a package list. Like it knows that fetch screen was a thing.
It knows that the program is in there, and with that,
it knows. Like it's kind of like they're friends on Facebook, but you don't have their page downloaded yet. But you know you have them as your friend, so you just have to, their name, you look them up, and then you can download. You go to their web, you click on them, and then the browser downloads their profile.
Okay.
Right. So all it had is the name, and I said I want that, and I said okay, so I went and got it because it knew its name already.
By putting sudo apt.
Sudo is like you're forcing it. Like I'm the super user. I can do this, and then sometimes it'll ask you for the password. What's apt? Apt is a form of getting installing stuff. There's a few, but basically it's asking me if I want to install this. So let's just say yes with the Y. There it goes. And this is the fun part.
Pretty fast, huh?
Yes, that's what I've noticed. Like the Linux stuff is pretty quick.
And that's pulling it from the internet, or is that pulling it from the program?
From the internet.
Oh, okay.
But it might be like a compressed file, and then it's unzipping it and installing it. So it's pretty efficient. Okay.
You were saying that this is the fun part?
Yeah, so because you get to see all this stuff, and it make you feel like, oh,
I don't even know what I'm looking at. All I see is letters and numbers.
It looks crazy, but if you go in here and like obviously everything.
Okay, now I see words.
Everything's here for a reason.
Right.
Right. So it says preparing packages list done. Cool. Building dependency tree. So that's kind of like it's mapping what else is needed for this to work.
Okay.
So if I was going to download the program to run this, or I don't know, that probably doesn't need a program, but some kind of program, it also going to need this program. It's also going to need that, because it depends on those libraries of systems.
Okay.
That other people have made and whatnot.
So every single line is every single step that it took to install.
Yeah, and it goes very quick. So I make Python programs here and there.
Python?
It's just a language. So I'm actually programming, right? And I'll have it do stuff sometimes. So you can make it, say you wanted to know how many combinations of, say you had 6 pairs of pants and 8 different shirts. What different combinations could you
get out of them the most? Okay.
And so for fun one day I did that with hats too. So that gets more complicated, but when you're programming, it's really easy to just kind of nest it so that it'll go for one hat, for one shirt, you have 6 pants. Okay. So there's 6. Now for one hat, for a different shirt, you have 6 pants. So there's another 6, and it would just go, and it goes quick.
Is that really, what you're doing right now that you said?
No, I had done it just to do it. Just to see how
with your physical clothes, or you had
no. It was an example I was doing.
Oh, okay.
Math book programs.
Okay.
I mean, not math book problems.
Okay.
Right, like Timmy has 11 watermelons, and you're like, what?
Timmy doesn't have 11 watermelons.
Like, what's wrong with this kid?
What's he carrying so many watermelons for?
Yeah, is he a terrorist? Like, what's going on? Like,
is he gonna blow him up or what?
Right. But yeah, they're just dumb questions so that you can do math with them. Right. So that's what I was doing. Like, I don't put that much thought. As long as like.
But you were but it was just an example. It wasn't like, okay, I thought you were.
I actually did code it because I wanted to see if I could do it on the Python, right? And it would say.
There's something called Python in there. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, actually. You should probably be able to do it in here, but anyway, so it got everything that's in here. I don't know how to use it yet. That was an installation.
Now, when you install it through there, where is it?
That is a tricky question. It puts it in one of these folders at the very beginning here. It's in one of these somewhere.
So you have to go scroll through all of them to find it.
Yeah, but I'm never going to look for it because I'm just looking how to use it, and it's there for me. So if
okay, yeah, that was my question. Like, that was where I was going. Like, you got to go in there to find it and click it, or
screen fetch. I should just have to type that.
Where?
In the command
thing. Okay.
So let's see what happens now. Oh, it's doing something. Look at that.
What is that? Is that a Pi? A Raspberry?
That's a Raspberry Pi logo.
Okay.
We did it.
That's how long that took, huh?
So now if you want to, like, you could put this for the thumbnail, whatever, like, it's not much, but it's mine,
Yeah.
So you can say, look, yeah, people will do this. Like they'll take a screenshot like that, and that's the flex. You know, I'm running. You can tell it has a cool logo. It's ran in the command line.
But see, that I don't know exactly what those
this gibberish is.
Yes, like that to me is just like, all right, it's just numbers, whatever.
Yeah. So it says OS. That's your operating system.
Right?
You're running Raspberry 10. I guess it's called Buster. The kernel is ARM 7. I think that's an L.
ARM v7L Linux.
So that might be because we're on the ARM processor. It takes complicated instructions and kind of breaks them down into simpler bytes so it can do big things efficiently and not heat up too much. Okay. But it's not great for like doing crazy gaming or anything like that. That's a trade-off. Packages, it tells you how many packages you have, how many times, how long it's been running.
It's hot in here.
Yeah.
that thing is without water now.
Probably.
The reason why I wanted to keep this in front of it is because
this gets hot.
I don't want it to get hot.
Yeah.
I don't know if it will or not.
Yeah, you want. That's your bay right there.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't want this one to break because this already stopped working, the Bluetooth.
Really?
Yeah, and I was gonna send Rode an email.
Huh.
I keep forgetting to.
Hey, fools. Screen grabber.
You went through that. I filled it up before we started. In an hour. It's supposed to last 7 hours.
Probably indoor. Lab condition.
There you go.
Okay. We're going to get that screenshot. We're determined.
It's already in there, so now you got to figure out how to use it, right?
No, I did it. All I did was get that cool little...
Oh,
thing,
yeah,
right?
right. The image
that.
on the...
No, not equipment. Boy, I'm talking about... Oh, no, you bugging. Hold up. Okay.
See, but what you showed me right there to do, it'll only be interesting to people that know exactly what the fuck they're looking at. That's what I was going to say.
Sometimes, like, if you want a different theme or something different, like you want the screenshot ability so you can take screenshots, we're probably going to end up doing something very similar. Right.
No, I understand that. But I'm just saying, like, only people that have this will understand what the hell that is.
Right? I mean, when I first did it, I didn't understand it. I was kind of like just following the YouTube tutorials, and then it would do all that crazy stuff, and I'm like, oh, shit, it's doing something. And then...
No, the numbers, I'm saying.
Yeah, it pops up and it says yes, and I'm like, okay, yes. And it worked. And I was like, cool, what is all that other stuff?
Oh, okay.
You know, so you read it and it's like, okay, you can kind of like break it down, building dependency tree. Like that might not make sense, but then understanding
what a dependency tree is.
Like how I know that programs are dependent on other programs. Like if you're playing a game, you install the game, it might need DirectX, which is like a Windows visual, some kind of program there. Okay. So they'll say, oh, you gotta have this installed, and you gotta have like if EA Origin, if you're trying to play an EA game, they make you have to have their spyware, their Nazistware on there.
So you can't play it any other way.
Yeah, stuff like that.
There might be another way. On like all the consoles.
No, because the consoles are different. They're not so open. They're specific hardware built to be ran with games, you know?
Okay.
So it's like, oh, we're making this game, and they probably have back ends in there somehow anyway that they're running through Xbox's servers. I don't know, but I'm sure they're getting their finger in somewhere, you know?
Okay.
Take a screenshot on the Raspberry Pi. And then sometimes I get discouraged because it's like, maybe I don't want to open tab.
Because it gets too deep?
Yeah, because you keep going down this rabbit hole and you don't get anywhere.
That thing is crazy. What else could you do with that thing other than make it a computer?
This thing?
Yeah.
I mean, it is a computer, but what other people do with it, you can make like the fighting robots. You can make someone made. You can remember this whole Corona thing got out of hand, and everyone was hectic for ventilators.
Okay.
You remember hearing?
Is
about
that what they use? Yeah.
It's like this thing that forces you to breathe, and it's a pretty dangerous machine.
Well, supposedly if they put you in a ventilator, you have a higher chance of dying.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's because you're already in a bad position.
Because your body gives up.
But like if you don't need it, I don't recommend you do it because it
Right.
kind of forces air into your lungs, and people are trying to make cheaper ventilators, and people have made some out of Raspberry Pis as their control unit, and it uses like a 2-liter bottle of water, and it has like this thing spinning that pushes on it when it goes by.
And that makes
out of that they made out of one of these kind of fan motors or something like that, like really like not Tony Starkish, but really like MacGyvered.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
And then they control how fast it goes with the Raspberry Pi, and they can control it there. There's like stuff you can click and stuff.
Okay.
They're pretty flexible. You can do things like that. But I noticed this says, I see a code here, but is this what it will give me? Screenshot.
While you do that, I'm gonna look for a video, something that's really cool. I thought, I don't know if it's real, but it might be. I don't know if you've seen this one. The video has no audio. Check this out. That's fucking cool. Is that possible?
It's possible. Whether or not they're doing it for real, I see that being very plausible.
That's what I said.
Because there's some keyboard you can buy with a glove like that. I don't know how well you type with it, but there's a little thing on each finger, and you can tell how far you're putting your fingers out, and you say, okay, well that's Q, that's W. When you can type like that.
What if somebody that types like me gets a hold of one of those? Will it work the same way?
That's why I always wonder, because I usually, I think one of these bottom keys I cheat, and I'll use like my index finger for like this whole row down here, and I know I'm supposed to use like the middle finger for this. I don't even remember. Okay, Z is with the pinky, X is with the ring, like that, and I'll to get C, I'll just use this one or something like. It works, okay.
I just use these 2 fingers.
Yeah, if you could do it quick enough, then no one can tell you anything.
Yeah.
If you're like
I'd like to think I'm pretty quick, but compared to who though?
I can get by. How's that?
Okay, then I'm gonna say that too. Then I can get by.
I can hold my own.
I think you're better than you just can't get by. I think you're better than that though.
I need like one of the nicer keyboards. If I use like a keyboard like this, I'll probably like my brain starts frying. But anyway, so I copied that thing.
So this is to
hopefully it's a screenshot one, so we're gonna try it. Cool. That's it.
Okay, but how do you take the screenshot?
So supposedly you just type Scott. I don't know what it's gonna do. So here, let me get out of here.
Michael Scott?
No, just the Scott.
Where do I type it?
In the command line. Let me make sure. Blah 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 blah.
Windows is the icon in the upper left corner.
Terminal. Open. Looks like a computer monitor. Yeah,
I think it's those.
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm using. This is the terminal right here. All right. And this is a shortcut for it. So kind of weird looking. But when your terminal opens, type Scott, press enter on the keyboard, and it should work. It should be select file manager.
See, when it's broken down like this, I can get into it like that. But for the most part,
I like when they do it like this. It's very.
For the most part, information is not like this, this organized,
hate it, bro. Like that other one we were looking at, it had like
it was everywhere.
It had like code, and I was like, bro, I didn't write this code. I don't know.
I just need to know what and where.
Yeah, just tell me what I type, and so I can be on my way.
And I'll leave you alone.
Yeah. Scroll down. I just want to know where it saves to. We'll leave this open. And I'm going to close that, because that actually didn't get us anywhere doing that thing, which is surprising. Okay, so Scott. I think it was spelled like just Scott.
Yeah.
Right?
1 T.
Oh, okay, hold up.
Scrot, not Scott.
Wait, where do you see Scrot?
Right there,
bro, I
yeah.
didn't even see that R. Okay, Scrot. Get giblib error saving file to a certain location failed.
It didn't
Saving
work.
to file failed. Uh-oh. Why?
You probably
Okay, so is there...
how to take the like screenshot. Of course, the problem is just grabbing automatic shot.
Oh, you can do Scott. And then you do... When you have... you do a command, sometimes you can do an argument after. And it's usually with like a dash or a slash. On Linux, I think it's the dash. And so dash D for down, I guess, like countdown. And then you type the number of seconds you want it to wait.
Oh, like, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a 10. It could be just like,
Yeah, so
does it have to be like 0, 3 or just 3?
I think just 3 is
Okay.
usually pretty good at that. So if that way it gives you
tight.
time to get in position,
So
move your
dash
windows
D.
around, and then wait, and then
Just to get the screen that you want to grid.
yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know why that failed.
Well, let's check the documents. I don't know
Screenshots
because
will be-
watch, if you go back to it, you have a blank
home,
line.
Okay, it's in home pie. Got it. So
Okay.
let's do this not in the command prompt because we're lazy. Home, right? And it
Pie.
wasn't pie.
It wasn't by pictures.
Okay, maybe. Oh, but it failed though.
Desktop?
So I think it's supposed to just be chilling here, but I don't think it's. I think according to this, it says it will just be in that folder. Oh, yeah, it'll just be in the folder right there. Was there troubleshooting?
Scrot.
Oh, let me try the usual desperate attempts that I. Oh.
That's what I was trying to tell you. That it skipped. It did that. It failed, and then skipped one, and then went back down.
Okay, so I might have messed it up because I'm still in the boot folder.
Oh.
Right. So I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna open it all over again.
So whatever command you gave after you close it is done,
Yeah.
unless it's something that you installed.
Yeah, and if it's running and you close it, you might cancel it. So check
Scrot.
that. Let me see if that. What was that other one called? Screen. Bro, I forgot. No. Yes. Oh, okay. It's called Screen Fetch.
Screen fetch. Yeah.
So let's see if that works. Yes, that still works.
Okay.
Let's see if Scrot works.
So I can just flex with that.
Okay.
Even though I don't know what the fuck I'm showing.
I think it's because I was in the wrong directory. So
okay, so you have to be in the main one, then, right?
You gotta be, because those ones are protected usually, so you don't actually do stuff like I might have accidentally just done. Because a couple keystrokes, if I was chilling there, and I could have deleted everything in there. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
You don't want to do it. So there it is. I see it there now.
See what I mean? It says videos.
Yeah, there's a folder for it, but like here's a screenshot. Okay, so now I'm gonna delete that because it's ugly. Let's get fancy here. Cut, delete. Where the heck?
Oh,
move to trash.
Oh, this is not Microsoft.
Yeah.
They don't use the word delete.
Yeah.
Call it
Move
trash.
To garbage. Okay, so now we can get rid of everything. We'll go here. We'll go. I'll do CLR. No, CLS. No, that's not even spelling it right. Clear. There we go. So clears the screen.
What if you put delete? Would delete everything? Don't.
It doesn't.
Oh, command not found. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
That
too
I know,
simple. It's too simple.
But it's close because it's. I want to say it's like. It's like a few. It's like a 4 or 5 letter word. The one that I did.
You did it on accident, or you did
No,
it?
it's like someone said, "Oh, try this to, make sure everything's cleaned." But I didn't realize in the context of what he's talking about.
Just wiping everything.
Was wiping everything. I was just like, "Oh, that'll clean out all the crap that's in there." And
then did you know, right? You did really clean it then, huh?
Yeah, I cleaned it.
Is it clear?
Okay, so let's clear it again, and we'll do screen.
Or screen fetch.
Fetch. Cool. We'll get the flex, and now we'll do
Scrot,
and let's do that -D. Let's do 10.
Would there be a countdown?
I don't know.
I think it was a. Oh no! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I saw the mouse blink.
There you go.
There it went through. Cool.
So it took the picture.
So it took the picture. There's your thumbnail.
Where's the thumbnail?
Let's go to it.
There it is. Make it bigger. Expand. Expand it.
That's it, bro.
Wow. I said expand it.
Yeah.
You already did.
Yeah, it's the picture. Hold up, is it? I'm like, yeah, it was.
Yeah, it is. See, you even doubted yourself.
I was like, wow, there was no frame on that.
It's pretty cool.
Let's rename this to screenshot. And now I want to show you how we can get to that from here. So ls. Oh, there it is.
Can you just type that screenshot.png?
So let's see what happens if I just type it in raw with no program.
Not found.
You have to maybe open. You might have to say what you're opening it with. No, open. Dang.
Dude, you know what I'm going to do? Every day I'm going to come and sit back here and play with this thing. It's interesting.
That's how it starts.
Yeah. See, at first you were just speaking gibberish to me. Now I'm starting to understand a little bit more.
Okay, so I'm going to type Python in here and see what happens. Okay, I'm in Python now. The reason I know is you see these little...
Okay, but when you say now, where is it? I don't see it open, though.
It's running in this window. So now I'm in Python. I can't do ls anymore. ls is not a command in Python unless I make it one. It says Python 2.7.16 default October 10, blah, 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 blah. Type help, copyright, or credits, or license to get more information. So you can do help.
Which is just about what you could do within like that screen.
This is pretty, it's hard. Like it took me a long time to wrap my head around what you could do with Python. It's not flashy, but with other tools it can be.
What can you do?
So, let me get out of here. No. Okay, that's telling me how to do exit. How do I... Q? Is it Q? You are now leaving the help and returning. Okay, cool. So I'm in Python. So Python, I'm in the console itself, so I can just keep doing this clear screen. And I want to do 1 + 1. It says 2. Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we knew that.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Because that's something super basic. But let's say you want to do some math problem. Let's say x equals 2. So what I just did is I made a variable called x, and I gave it the value 2. And it's in memory now. So now if I type x, it'll recall 2. Right? So this is super, super basic of what you can do. So let's do x, and we're going to add 1 to it. So I'm going to do plus equals 1. And that's just how you say add 1 to whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And now if I recall x, it should be 3. Okay, there we go. The best example I could say is like, say you're a company and you're doing emails. Like a doctor's visit or something. So you could say, we'll say greet equals, and I'm going to have to put it in quotes because it's going to be letters. You have to tell it the difference between numbers and letters usually. Otherwise, it'll get kind of confused.
And by the, what are those called? Quotation marks?
Yeah, so now it knows what I'm typing.
Okay.
A word. So I'll say hello, comma, space.
Oscar. Just put Oscar.
Well, I'm gonna leave it there.
Oh, okay.
In fact, let me go back and say greet 1, because we're just gonna be parts. So greet 1 is hello, comma, space, and then greet 2 will be exclamation. Oh, wait, let me do the quotes. Exclamation. How are you? Right? Okay. So now we're going to say user. Right?
Mm-hmm.
How's that? It's okay. So now I have these things, right? You see I can make a sentence with it already? Like if I put them in order. So now I'm going to say print greet 1 plus user plus, if I can get to the plus, greet 2. We'll wrap that up. Hello, Oscar. How are you? So this is how you make automated emails that you get from, let's say if you email Road, they're going to give you one of these. There's not a person there usually.
Yeah, just one.
Right? It's autumn. This is how they're doing it. This is a way they could do it. They say the user will be whatever your email address is, and they'll have these pre-punched things.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Yes,
so this can just run, and no one has to touch it, and it's answering people. Like on a if you get this really powerful and you actually put work and you build it up with all these almost AI level things like this. It can be answered. They have chatbots that are.
So that's an AI then, right there. Yeah.
No, but it's. I can make it pretend
not AI, but like pretend. Yeah.
It's a system, I guess you would say.
You're right. So because it's not doing it by itself, but it's just it's programmed to do that.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if I wanted to do the hat example right here, like, say I wanted every combination of something. Let's do a flavors of ice cream. How's that?
Okay. Neapolitan?
Maybe not, because we're going to have big words.
Okay,
I don't want to be doing all that. What's something that has variety that you can stack on?
I don't know.
I know when you have to think about it, your brain like just shuts down.
Yeah. Stuff that you could stack. It's different.
Like it doesn't have to physically stack on each other, but they go together. They can stack like in that sense.
Legos, different colors.
Let's just do colors. Let's do that. Let's do Legos. So you got Legos. So how many colors? Let's do
Say make it easy.
So I'm gonna say colors.
3 colors
equals, and now I'm gonna use a bracket because when you use a bracket, you're telling it that you're giving it a list. Okay. So I just feed it the same way I would. But now I can separate things with commas.
Okay.
So so again with quotes, I'm gonna say I'm gonna use capital red.
So the quotes are always for letters.
Yeah, and the term you use they're called strings.
Strings.
A string is text.
Okay.
So there's red, and then we'll do
white and blue, and then put bald eagle.
America. Where's color America? We could do. I almost forgot the quotes. If you forget something, you'll get an error, and then you have to kind of debug.
Have you been calling your? No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it. Never mind.
Red, blue.
I'll tell you when we're done recording. They're canceling people left and right on Twitter,
bro.
Dude, it's scary.
Yeah, dude.
Like there's times where when I see this happening, I'm like, "Fuck, I might not do nothing because I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Somebody might find something on me,
right? Like they're gonna dig in something you're not even like about anymore. You never know.
I was dumb back then,
right? That's why, like, damn, like shit. Did I do anything? Like,
I know. I keep thinking about that. I was like, "Fuck, what's on record?"
Shit, I ran that red light. Fuck. The Smash Bros stuff. Have you heard about what's going on there?
What's going on there?
Like I don't want to say it's done, but as the way we know it is done for right now. Like a lot of top players got canceled, basically, I guess.
What is that guy, the old guy with the glasses that got canceled?
Was he a streamer?
Yeah.
Old guy?
Yeah, like he might be my age, but he doesn't
Disrespect?
Yes.
There's no info out on that.
What the fuck happened?
He's just off of Twitch, and no one said anything yet.
They took him off. He didn't get off. They took him off.
That's how it's making him seem. But the fact that he hasn't said anything,
He said something on Twitter. He said they haven't told him anything.
But it was like he did it like 2 days later or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah. That I do know.
But
so
like,
then it's fishy.
Think if like if you're someone big like that and you got took down, you would be instantly on.
You'd be pissed off because you're losing all your money, right? Without planning it.
Like that's your job, like that's your hobby. Even on the side, like you have your community on there, and usually your fans are just waiting.
Right.
You would be there.
So what do you think it is?
I have no idea.
You think he did it?
No, it might have been. He might. Most likely, it could have been like he was saying he was spreading misinformation about the coronavirus or something. I don't know. And they might have just pulled the plug on him. And
was he on YouTube? We had to have been, right?
I think he put his videos on YouTube from Twitch, kind of like that. I don't think he was on YouTube exclusively like that.
All right.
I can't think of any other colors at the moment. Blue,
pink, orange,
pink.
God damn, it went that blank.
Yes, it's because the screen's black and white. So I was like, okay.
Well, look at the background. You got green back there. Yeah.
Well, I put green.
Oh, you did.
And I got red, and I got blue.
Yellow.
There we go.
Orange. Purple back there at the bottom left.
I guess I could just think the primaries, huh?
Potato, tomato.
Am I spelling that right? Purple. Yeah.
Purple nurple.
So that's a bunch of colors. I guess we'll call it there. So I'm going to close the bracket. Cool. So now I have colors. So now.
But my question is, how does an email know to pull that information to reply to you?
So let's look at the chat bot example, because I think that would be easier to kind of see how it works. So say you're calling the internet service provider.
Okay.
AT&T or Fios or Comcast or whatever, and you message them on there. You're talk to a bot, whatever. So you say hello, and you say like what problem you're having. It's looking at every word you typed as keywords. Oh, he said internet. Okay, it was an internet problem.
Mm-hmm.
And so even though you said, oh, I was on the internet and my phone stopped working, it might just see internet and then be like, oh, internet's down. We're sorry you're having internet troubles, but really you're like, what?
It just goes off of keywords.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The better they get at making them, the harder it is to kind of catch it.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? I mean, you can still catch it, but some good ones you're kind of like, wait, is this a bot? Like, do you remember that thing, Cleverbot? Do you remember?
No,
that thing?
I don't know.
I want to see if it's still up, but let me just run through this. I have colors.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think for colors. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to say, okay, if I have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors, I'm gonna see how many pairs we can make.
Okay.
So, do you know how much that would be off the top of your head? I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 3 pairs.
But I'm gonna say for.
You got seven colors there.
So for C in colors,
what does foreseeing color stand for?
So it's saying for each thing in colors. That's what I just said.
Okay.
And then the colon is saying whatever I type next is what we're doing for each C.
Okay.
So you see how I put dots there instead of the
yeah
little gator thing. So print. Oh, you know what? Hey, let me get out of that. So there's an error. I'm going to make another variable real quick. I'm going to say count equals 0. Okay, now we'll go back and we'll do for C in colors. Print. Oh my gosh, my brain's breaking. Maybe I think I gotta do another one.
I think you're overheating now.
Yeah, for another letter, we'll do X in.
Let's just finish this part and cut
Okay,
it short. We're already cutting out 2 hours.
No, it won't let me stack these. Okay, for C in colors. How do I want to do this? I want to say, okay, it's gonna take red, and then I want to say that I gotta indent 1, 2, 3, 4. for X in colors. Okay, so I have to manually indent myself. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Print.
Oh.
Print C. X. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then count plus equals 1. I don't know how to execute it now. Oh, bam. It was done already. That shit went so quick. So there's all the combinations. You got red, blue, red, white, red, green, red, pink, red, purple, red, yellow, red, and then you got blue, red, blah, 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 blah.
All of them got paired up.
Yeah, and so now I'm going to type count, and it should recall what it is, because it was adding 1 each time.
So, this is cool that you showed me this. So, later on, if and when this gets bigger, if I want to do like a giveaway, that's how you would do it? Like, yeah,
you could actually build some stuff like that in there.
Like, okay, out of let's just say number. Out of 100 people, pick 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could do it like that. So, do you remember when I was typing it, I put count plus equals 1?
Mm-hmm.
So every time it would go through, it would add 1, add 1, add 1. And it started at 0, so at the beginning it was 1, 2, 3. So now I'm going to recall count, and it's 49.
49 groups.
49 combinations.
Oh, 49 combinations.
And now that I think about it, there was 7. 7 times 7.
49.
49. So that's how you do it. So if I did it with 6, it would have been 64. Oh no, 8. If I did it with 8, it would have been 64. 6 would have been 36.
Yeah.
But there, we just did it. And it said get bam, we just went through everything. So this is like the super basic stuff you were doing. I was trying to make a game out of this. And I'm kind of like halfway through it. I kind of lost interest because I got what I needed to learn from it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that's why I was
I'm going to dive in.
It's pretty crazy. It's really hard to like get into finding things to do, but I use it at work a lot.
Oh, so that way you get more playtime with it then.
Yeah, like I use it to solve problems that the work system doesn't do. Our computer thing there.
Is the same thing they use for work?
No, it uses a horribly old language, but I found out a way that Python can take control of your mouse and keyboard, click the window, and do stuff in there, type keystrokes.
With the mouse. With the keyboard.
So I would say, I want to do this thing that usually takes 5 minutes to do. Like click, 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 wait, click, 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 wait. And it's always the same thing I got to do to run a report. Mm-hmm. Now I can just set up, I have it, like I made like a little app and I say, okay, I'm going to do option 4. Enter.
Why don't you build your own app?
That's what I was kind of doing.
No, like
for Android?
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know the language.
I'm pretty sure it's something similar to this.
Yes, but this is very simple. Python's like a really beginner friendly. It's powerful and simple at the same time. It's easy to read. JavaScript and other ones, I hear people never finish learning it.
Oh, yeah?
It's like one of those
there's always something else,
like
right?
You're there with 7 years experience and you're on YouTube tutorials watching an 8-year-old tell you how to do it. Because you're like, well, how do I do this?
But how did that 8-year-old learn?
Well, I don't know. Like, I'm so great. I mean, a lot of the time you go on there, it's like an Indian.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know, but I'm so grateful.
I know, that's what I said too.
It's like I can't understand
thank Odin for those people.
Dang, thanks, bro.
Right?
You actually.
Sometimes it's hard to understand them though.
Yeah, and that's my one gripe, but they know it. I don't know how. Like, I wish I knew. How did you get in that position? Like, how did you learn it?
To learn this before I did.
Walk down your path.
Right?
I'm over here struggling on YouTube, looking up. Like, the hard part is even knowing what to type in the search bar to look that up.
The other thing I wanted to ask was, now you showed me how to get the screenshot, right?
Yeah.
Now, can you get a screen recording?
I'm sure you can.
Because it has a video play thing. I don't know if you saw it.
Yes, but that's like you import an MP4 or something like that. I don't know.
I was assuming that just maybe,
I'm sure there is. It's just how much that it can handle, because that's like stream software. So maybe Split X or OBS. Maybe OBS will work on there. I don't know how.
What is that?
Open broadcast software.
Do I just search it from here and then?
Maybe. You should look it up like on your phone or something on the side one time. Let me get out of Python.
All right, let's cut this one right there. Okay. Like I said, it's getting up to 2 hours already. All right, we'll cut it there.